Starlight.
The primary purpose of the CAF podcast is to express platform for creators to express their personal views or opinions without restriction or censorship. All views or opinions expressed during the CAF podcast are solely those of individuals expressing such views or opinions and does not reflect the views of the CAF podcast.
Keep this.
Oh no. I'm gonna say this. So it's gonna stay politics until we get to our CAF podcast question, and that's only the last part of it. But like we stick in politics because one. Let me say this. CAF podcast. We here back celebrating our 5-year anniversary. We got a lot going on tonight. We're gonna have a plethora of people on tonight. I think we might get up to 7, but one of the key people is here. You already know who he is. He's a returning guest. Let me slow down. Sirplus back with us, and tonight we talking politics. We keeping it politics because it's just been a lot, and we only 8 months into this man's 4-year presidency, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. So before we get things kicked off, sir, like we do, we always got to check on you. How is your mental health?
Hanging in there, man. Hanging in there. To level set, I work in politics. I am not a Democrat nor a Republican. I want to throw that out there right now. But it's been a wild year.
Man, look, I can't even say yeah. I'm just gonna say 8 months because we ain't even got to a year yet of this man.
Right.
And it's just crazy going on. So before we get into everything, because I got a lot, I just wanted to ask you this question, sir, to answer to tell people who are going to watch this, who like, well, it doesn't matter if I vote or not, if I vote in the presidential or my local election, but why do politics matter?
All right, so there's nothing out here in society that escapes the hand of the government, right? Even we saw that with the TikTok ban, right? TikTok almost got banned. You saw a bunch of creators and small business folks about to lose their income. You can look at the changes that Meta has made, and people getting platform for things that they weren't doing before. In certain places, a few years ago, this is not current. They were taxing folks, or they were pinching people for being unlicensed hair braiders. So anything that you could think of, from your social security down to your social media, is touched by the hand of the government. So who is in these offices? And there are no perfect people, and no perfect parties. And the analogy that a lot of people use is you want to pick the person or the people that you want to fight with for the next X number of years. That's how a lot of people should look at it. So I don't know if you remember that game, Mike Tyson's Punch Out back in the day. I'm dating myself a little bit.
No, I'm with you.
Politics like that. You want to stand across the ring from Tyson, or you want to fight Little Mac for the next 4 years? I want to fight Mac, truthfully.
Man, look, shoot. You know what? I can't even come up with a better answer than that. Real talk. This is what these 8 months been like. So and so let's just get to it, sir.
Yeah.
It's 8 months. Where are we? Literally, where are we? Because we can go from the tariff to the big beautiful bill, Epstein, to Texas trying to get. He told Texas to get extra seats, to Medicaid. Like, I don't know where you want to start, but it's only been 8 months.
Honestly, it's a lot of campaign promises kept, right? They are doing more or less what they said they were going to do. Project 2025 was on the internet for people to read. It is broken down by governmental department. There are some places online that are actually tracking the progress of Project 2025. They're doing the stuff that Trump said he was going to do. At the RNC, they literally printed signs that said something like largest mass deportation operation in American history. And that is exactly what you're seeing. They did the same
I
thing.
forgot about ICE. I forgot about Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Don't forget that. But go ahead, sir. You got the floor.
Yeah, they're doing exactly what they said they were going to do for the most part. And people should have believed them then. And if they didn't, I hope that they believe them now.
So now um, uh, let me start with Elon Musk because it seemed like he just popped up and then he just popped out, and he did everything he did with Doge. So break down what is Doge for the people who like I don't even know what that is. Like, why am I worried about Doge?
So Doge was originally a meme coin. It was like a cryptocurrency. When Trump got elected, it became an acronym for Department of Government Efficiency. So essentially, what happened was this department, literally of basically children, some of those folks who are not old enough to buy alcohol, basically ransacked the government, went through a lot of things, laid off a lot of people, had to bring some of those folks back, canceled a bunch of contracts, terminated relationships with vendors, all in an effort to quote unquote save the government money. But anybody that knows anything about the federal budget knows that there are three areas where we spend most of our dollars. And if we're not talking about one of those three areas, we're not talking about any real money. And those three areas are Social Security, Medicare, and defense. And most of that is untouched, though the GOP has talked about and threatened to like cut Social Security for a long time. But if it's not one of those three areas, we're not really saving government money. So we've seen things like school breakfast programs be in
Yeah.
scope. We have seen funding for research. The NIH, National Institute of Health, cut like $18 billion from their budget, and that money was going towards research grants for drug research and disease research. So these things are going to hurt people across the ideological spectrum. So this is not the own the libs sort of thing, because everybody is on, Republicans, Democrats, Independents, no voters alike. Take some prescription drugs somewhere.
Oh, jeez. Like it's like I'm telling you right now, you better get you a bottle of water because I'm gonna have you talking tonight for real, for real. Like when
It's all
you
good.
I told you we were talking politics, you like we're gonna keep it politics. You damn right we are because I'm gonna keep saying this for the whole night. It's only been 8 months. So we're now in August. Um let me get to this first, and then we could get to ICE and deportation and everything else going on, especially even here in Florida, where you got I can't what it is in Miami, where they had a special election where they're pushing back the election for them another year. So now they're going to be in office 3 years instead of two. We'll get to all that if you know what's going on, but there's a guy that's been dead for 6 years,
Hmm.
and his name just pops back up. And I must let me tell you my conspiracy theory.
Okay.
We all know that Trump name is in the Epstein files.
Likely somewhere.
It's in there. You cannot tell me there's pictures of this man with him, and then on top of that, the recording, and then you got the New York Times. They came out with more stuff about it, and I'm like, why is the president of the United States covering up for the most notorious pedophile in the world? Not America, in the world. What is going on with that? And here's my thing. I don't think we're gonna see that Epstein file.
Probably not. Here's how crazy that entire thing was, though, and I think even though this is the past, it is illustrative of what is going on here. Um, Trump and a lot of the other conspiracy theory folks on the right, they were the ones that kept this story in the limelight for so many years. When Biden was in office, it was release the Epstein files, release the files. If we get elected, we're gonna release the files, this, that, and third. So Trump gets elected, his people rightfully say, "Hey, y'all should release these files." And not only do they say no, and we're going to talk about this is how you know that there is basically nobody that can hold this man accountable. Not only did Trump say no, he came out against his own people to basically say, hey, if you are still talking about this,
You
you
are
are not one of
none
my
of my
folks.
people.
Yeah, this is, and now it's a Democratic hoax. Now you're not my people, and this is a Democratic hoax.
But and I I will give Trump credit. He know his base is not the brightest people in the bunch. But it's like I I really want to see how he gonna get out of this one because he done got out of a lot of stuff.
Well, the issue is he doesn't necessarily have to. This is still an either or system of politics, right? So even if you are upset at Trump about this, you have two options. You can stay at home, and some of them may do that and say, fuck both of these parties.
Right.
But I don't think that anybody is upset at Trump enough to vote for the other side, and that's the problem when you have this either or system.
Okay. Now he did. To me, if I was in a Democratic position, or let me take that back. If I was just an anchor on, let's just say CNN and MSSB, I
Hmm.
would be. It seems like every time he does something, it's like they're not catching on. I guess they're running with whatever he's saying because at the end of the day, we know what he's doing now. Like everything from the gerrymandering to even the man went after Charlemagne the God. He's trying to convert from the Epstein file. And if I was an anchor on CNN, I would be saying, "Hey guys, why are we talking about this? We know he's trying to run from the Epstein file. Like the fact that nobody on CNN or MSNBC has said these words. The president of the United States is covering up for the most notorious pedophile. Everything you keep saying, he's trying to cover up, cover up, cover up, but they never mention the word pedophile. And if I was in those positions, here's the way to actually, if you really want to go for Trump, because it seemed like this knife is inching into his soul, but they're not just jamming it in there. They just like seeing that they could get more blood. Like this thing, you should be jamming in him. So, do you think they just basically, why are the Democrats trying to take this knife to this man's neck?
In terms of the media, is because the president is willing to sue people, right? Like we
True.
saw that. I think there
I'm,
was 60 Minutes that had a settlement, and then Paramount
see,
had
hold on,
that
sir.
deal
Sir,
that we supposed to go ahead.
I forgot about that. There's so much stuff, but go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, so it's that. So like you can't, the thing is, especially for these larger media outlets, is you can't just go off and say whatever it is that you want to say without some concrete proof. It may be true, it may not be, but you got to have something to back that up. And even in the case of 60 Minutes, which I think a lot of that stuff was fact checked, they still ended up settling. So those are things that cost companies, millions of dollars, lots of legal manpower, whether they are found guilty or not. Like they still got to pay those attorneys.
All right, now my last computer thing. I already got in my mind. Ghislaine Maxwell is going to get pardoned.
I saw that.
I'm already got it on my mind. That lady is going to get pardoned, and I think it's going to be one of those moments where, like, where Roger Stone got out at the middle of the night. I
Mhm.
think she's gonna get pardoned in the middle of the night, and she's gonna go straight to your local airport and head for France.
Oh, 100%. She going somewhere without an extradition treaty or where people, are not gonna bother her or something like that.
So that's just me on that. All right, got past the Epstein, got past Elon Musk. The big, beautiful bill. What is it? And if you could break it down to the simplest term for people who follow this, who like, I don't know what's in it. I really don't care. I don't even know if it's affecting me or not.
It's gonna affect everybody. Essentially, Big Beautiful Bill is marketing. So it's basically it is the federal budget. So, historically speaking, there are big beautiful bills passed every year because the federal government has to pass a budget every year. This year they just threw a name on it. That's all that it is. But it will impact everybody in some form or fashion. A lot of it, there are some tax breaks for billionaires in there. There are supposed to be some cuts to Medicare in there. Roughly, I can't remember how many millions of people likely will be tossed off of their health insurance. And those things have domino effects across the aisle. If you have older family members that are on Social Security or Medicare, so yeah, there are a host of things in this bill that are going to impact people.
And so with people who sit back and be like, but it's not. I don't like. Dang, what's They said it'll take effect. I
I
forgot the
believe
year.
it's next year. Don't quote me on that. Let's see.
If you could search up none of this, please don't hold us to it. It's a Cat podcast. But oh dang, how did that lady say it? She said that people the big beautiful bill is going to kick in. Let's just say for kicks and giggles, kick in next year.
Yeah, it was signed on the 4th. It'll go into effect next year.
So let's say it kick in 2026. But
Until some not
go
some
ahead.
won't until 2028, but yeah, some will start
Okay, yeah.
next year.
So what should I be prepared for because of this big beautiful bill?
It depends on a lot of it depends on what you are, depends on your place in society and what it is that where you're at. You will likely, out in Florida, I think ICE got like $175 billion, so you may see more immigration enforcement almost immediately. If you are a parent, there are some changes to the child tax credit that will go up. There are some provisions for service workers who won't have to pay federal taxes on up to 25,000 of tips. So there are some things that are going to benefit some people for sure. That being said, again, there are also a lot of cuts to government assistance programs. So things like SNAP and Medicaid are like in the scope, for lack of a better purpose. And now we're going from talking about tax breaks that are putting a couple of dollars into people's pockets to like people not having the ability to eat.
So, in your words, is there anything positive for anybody who made less than, let's say, $50,000?
Probably not. It is probably going to be a net loss. There are also, particularly for folks that have some student loans, this bill is going to start phasing out some forgiveness programs, and they're going to add some new limits starting next year as well.
Jesus, I mean, wait a minute. So you remember when Trump was first in before the pandemic? Because I remember my tax refund,
Mhm.
whatever. What is this? It's not even Salome no more. What's the company?
There are a few servicers though.
Okay, so one of the services took my tax refund check right before COVID and says it's going towards student loan. So in the future, will something like that happen?
No, so a lot of the changes um a lot of the changes around how student loans will be repaid. So like the terms of payment plans are gonna change. There is also a cap on how much people can borrow. So there's a cap of $100,000 for folks going to graduate school. There are caps of up to $200,000 for professional schools. And then grad plus loans will be eliminated as well. Also, starting in 2026, Parent Plus loans will have a lifetime cap of $65,000 and $20,000 annually.
Okay.
And in 2027, one of the things that like the Biden administration kind of championed in 2027, so this bill will also do away with deferral options for economic hardship or unemployment. So like if something happens to you and you have to call the Department of Education or your servicer after 2027, you lose your job or something happens, you are shit out of luck essentially.
Gotcha. We got Sir One Plus with us in the Cap celebrated Cap 5-year anniversary, and then we got our guest, Miss Antonice Williams. Can you hear me? We can't hear you though. Can you hear us, Antonice? Well, we're just gonna keep it moving until she get her mic straight. So, big beautiful bill. Okay, now. Oh dang! Hold on. Let me get my paperwork. Let me just stay on top. Let me stay on top because it's a lot. It is a lot, and I'm trying to. I know I'm trying to stay in order, but I know I'm not gonna be able to keep it in order. So we had the Jefferson bill. Let me go here because I'm saving the real hard stuff for the end.
Okay.
Dealing right. So we got midterms elections coming up pretty soon.
Yep.
What you think effect is going to happen? I still don't believe that with everything going on, that there's going to be like this big blue wave. I don't think that's going to happen. But I do believe there's gonna be certain people in certain states. Like I do believe like it's gonna be one of them states that's been red for so many years might get turned blue. Like I don't know, maybe like Susie Collins in Vermont or
Maine,
Maine.
Maine. I think she's in Maine.
Maine.
Yeah, Susan Collins in Maine, I believe.
So do you think there's gonna be any impact in the midterms?
They be mad at Susan Collins every election cycle, and every election cycle, Susan Collins is going right back to the Senate. So I don't have a ton of hope for Maine flipping. Maybe this is a year. I don't know. But every election going into the cycle, people are upset at Susan Collins about one thing or another. And every time on election night, Susan Collins
She
wins.
wins.
Um,
So
yeah, I don't know. I think Democrats are going to have to get sharper with their messaging, and like I said the last time that I was here, in that clip that you posted on the IG stories, Democrats have to give people something to vote for versus hoping, hey, we're not as bad as the other guys. That's not going to carry you through to a victory.
okay. You can hear me, Anthony's?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Loud, we hear you loud and clear and see you loud and clear because I got my shirt on too. So Anthony, this is Sir One Plus. He's
Surplus. It's surplus.
Surplus.
Yeah, the surplus.
Why I get the one from?
It's the one in my
Yeah,
name on
where?
IG.
Oh, okay, so this is Surplus. He's literally our Cal politics analyst. Like when how we, it's a long story how we met, but once we got on, this brother started talking politics. It was like no homo. It was like love at first sight because I found somebody can talk that talk, and if I got questions, I got somebody to run to. So Anthony's, this is Surplus. Surplus, this is Anthony's.
Pleasure. Nice to meet you.
Hey, Sirplus, how are you?
I am good. Trying to keep my head above water out here in DC.
Wait a minute, you in DC? This is so exciting. Listen, I did catch some of your interview when you were on before, because you are into stuff with the. Is that the same guy? Okay, I
Yeah,
was gonna say you look familiar. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
nice to listen. It was so exciting because I'm like, I never seen like nobody on their channel that talk about politics. So when you was on there, I was super excited for my friend. So yeah, it's very nice to meet you.
nice to meet you as well.
Thank
So
you.
do you got anything you want to ask Anthony's? Because you got your shirt on.
Okay, so first things first. So you are a Democrat? Are you independent? What are you?
I guess technically independent. I am neither Democrat or Republican. So.
Do you vote for both parties just depending on what's going on?
No, DC is essentially DC is 90% Democrat. So the real election here,
Really?
the real election here is the primary. So yeah,
What? I did not know that.
roughly 90%, somewhere around there. It is well above 50. So yeah, if you want a say in DC politics, you vote in that Democratic primary essentially.
Question. So you're in DC. Can you tell me what's going on in reference to the crime? Like, was it as bad as everybody said?
See, I forgot about that.
Oh, you know I came ready to talk about that. No, I feel like a prisoner in my own home right now. To be and that is not
Oh my
that is
Lord.
that is not hyperbole. They ran ice up out the neighborhood about a mile from where I live a couple nights ago. That video is like making the rounds on social media right now. I go over to work out. It's not as many vendors, lining the streets as it used to be. But DC crime stats are at a 30-year low right now, which is not to say that things don't happen in the district, but numbers wise, they are at 30-year lows. You can look on social right now. You see videos of National Guard members, ICE members, DEA members standing around, posted up at the train station, just doing not much of anything. Or people pepper spraying folks at the metro for fare evasions or whatever. But yeah, I get out and I'm typically back in the house by about noon, and I don't go back out until the next morning.
Mm.
To give you some idea of how this got started, allegedly Trump went out golfing He saw a bunch of homeless folks. He came back,
Mm-hmm.
got on True Social, said, "Hey, all the homeless people need to leave immediately." I don't think that's how being unhoused works, because if they had somewhere to go, they would probably be there.
Right.
The ball kind of got rolling from there. So yeah, we've got the local National Guard here. Basically, all of the federal agencies. Six Republican governors have also sent their National Guards here as well, which is crazy. And if you look at the poll, and Washington Post just did a poll, 80% of residents of DC residents oppose this, 61% of whom also feel less safe. And if we're talking about safety, uh, Congress prevented the DC City Council and the mayor from spending $1 billion of our own money, which caused $1 billion budget hole. That got reduced to about 410 million, which resulted in some social services cuts. So like if the ruse here, or if the guys here is safety, like what is it that we are actually doing? Because we're not keeping nobody safe right now.
Right.
Once again, he's turning the view from that Epstein file. But I digress. I digress.
Oh, wait a minute. Clock it. Pause. Parking lot. Who was talking about Epstein files?
Well, we was I was staying on topic, but if you want to, I mean, we got our politician right here. Well, not politician,
I know
political
what you're
and
saying.
political analyst right here with Surplus. But if you got some questions, that's the man to ask.
Okay, I do. So thank you for that, sir. I really appreciate it. So I need to make sure. I want to say I did go to your YouTube and follow you. So I'm gonna make sure that I go subscribe if I haven't. But okay, how did you end up in DC? Like, were you born there, or did you relocate there, like for a job or something?
No, I
I'm sorry if
relocated.
that's like too personal.
No, I relocated. Like I said, I work in politics. There was no better place to be than
Right.
So let me ask this question because sticking to DC, it's golly, it's just so much, so much. It's
Amen.
like literally, I'm just once again, it's only been 8 months. Like sticking to DC, but it's you say that DC is a Democrat city, so um, there's not that many Latinos in DC, is it?
We got a growing Latino population for sure. Yeah, there was just an article I believe in. I think it was, I believe, on NBC yesterday. They out here like hemming up delivery drivers and day laborers and all types of stuff. But yeah, we do have a growing Latino population here.
So okay, so because I was like, why? Me personally, I was like, why is ICE there? Because last time I've been to DC, it was totally black.
Nah, we still. I want to say I gotta look this up. I want to say black population is somewhere around 49%, but there are some areas where there are a lot of Latinos here.
So I'm going to ICE now because like what they're doing, especially in Cali with the ice and everything going on. Like, is it really? Well, once again, Project 2025, but like they're not even giving people a chance to even come out the courtrooms. It's like as soon as that person come out the courtroom, they got them.
Hmm.
So, like, what is the legal process for that?
It's not a lot of, I don't know if there's a lot of legal process here that actually matters. It's not like people are paying attention, like judges are overruling the stuff and they basically like y'all go to hell. But yeah, I mean, again, like I told you in the earlier, they told y'all what it was gonna be. They said we're gonna do the largest deportation operation in American history, and there were a bunch of people, some of whom voted for Trump, who had undocumented folks living in their house who thought this was a joke.
Mm, 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 mm.
Well, it wouldn't be the biggest though until he like top Obama records though, because Obama deported the most though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying that was the goal. If you go back to
Oh, okay,
the
okay, okay.
convention,
No,
they
I
had they
know.
had signs on there to say, "Hey, this is what we gonna do."
Right, right. Oh, I'm not upset. Like
Not
that's no
you.
shade to nobody. Cause I know it's it's like I'm in between. So I mean if you come here illegally, I mean, if you come here illegally, why people gotta come here illegally? Like if you get lucky, right, and you came here and unfortunately, like you built a life, you were able to progress, like why would you not like set yourself up so you can get legal? Because now, like, if people are getting deported, they still illegal. So I feel bad for them. But at the same time, I feel like why would we not take like money that we were sending overseas and put it back in the courts? Because from my understanding, it's like a lot of cases like waiting to be, or people waiting to be, I guess, like seen or whatever, to like even become, like to start the process, I guess, to become legal. But nobody was talking about that. Like that's what was making me mad about Trump. Like, okay, if you want to get the people out, get the people out. But it's like everybody call out problems. What's gonna be the solution? Because it's a lot of immigrants here, like a lot, and like it's like a lot of legal immigrants here too. And I didn't even know that. I actually went to my first GOP meeting on Monday, and I don't know how we got on the subject, but they was like, can all of the like immigrants, or if you weren't born here, if you're not like a native, like stand up? Y'all, literally, I want to say at least 85% of the people were immigrants. Like that really shocked me because I'm looking around like, wait a minute, what? Like, wow, like we have, and there's nothing wrong with that, like the different backgrounds and stuff. Like, I really like that, but rules are rules. If we don't like the rules, then we should like change them. But I mean, rules are rules.
So we agree there. We should have been fixed the immigration system a long time ago, and that is a bipartisan issue. Democrats have not done it when they've been in power. Republicans have not done that when they've been in power. Part of this, I believe, is wholly economic because when people are in the shadows,
Mm-hmm.
they are much easier to exploit, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if just for shits and giggles, let's say that everybody they pulled off this mass deportation operation, and now magically they have gotten Americans to do all of these jobs, pick anything. The people that were then paid pennies, and I am anti-exploitation across the board, are
Right,
now
right.
probably going to get about $15 or so an hour, which is minimum wage. That is that's eating to a lot of people's profit. So I don't think that it is
Right.
there are people that have economic interest in keeping the system the way that it is because it allows people to exploit workers. You
but
can
but
pay people under the table. They don't have a lot of recourse to go to
yeah, because
departments and
I'm
say, "Hey, my boss is stealing from me."
because they deport like
Mm.
the workers. Let me I can't speak for everybody else. I can't
Right.
speak for Florida. Half of your workers that was do like the contractings and from the bricklaying to the fields to the houses. Even my boy, not my boy, my brother-in-law. He does housing. He would say, "I'm gonna call two people. It's two Mexicans. He don't know their name. He called them Julio and Miguel.
I'm done.
Julio and Miguel. That's the name of his phone. Julio and
Mm.
Miguel. He would pay them literally $400, and they would literally do the roof of the houses that he work on. He like these people are really you're deporting the you're deporting literally Latino Mexicans or whatever you want to, but you're really killing your pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the other crazy thing.
Mm.
I don't know the percentages, but I am absolutely certain there are some European immigrants over here that in overstayed they welcome to,
Duh.
and
Duh.
they never. You don't never see them hauling no white folks out nowhere.
No,
And you
because
probably won't. You probably
I,
won't.
Dog, do you realize like I'm talking to this girl at the gym. I said, listen, what they told you is that they was gonna get all the immigrants, not immigrants, all the like, people who are not supposed to be here. Here's the thing: all of y'all look alike, so they don't know what's the difference between the bad ones and the good ones. Just like with black people, they supposedly supposed to be killing all the black bad people, but they don't know the difference between the good and the bad. So when you
Mm-hmm.
when you say that, these people all they know is you're Mexican, you're Latina, you're El Salvador. That's all they see. They don't know that you're here legally or not. All they just see is your skin color. So that's the problem I be looking at. I'm like, I don't feel sorry for you.
Now, folks getting snatched out the car here. The legal citizens are not there, but there are a
Mm.
bunch of stories in the news about citizens who they got hemmed up by ICE and arrested and things like that. I feel like they had sent somebody that was an actual citizen like overseas somewhere, and I don't think he's still back.
Nah,
Mm.
I can't think of his name, but it's like something like Jeff or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
Cause he
he's
was
in Maryland.
yeah, like
Lives
right
in Maryland. Yep.
down the street from you.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, I'm gonna
He
take
was
a
deported on accident. And I don't believe he's back in the States yet.
nah. I'm gonna take a quick break real quick because I want Anthony's because Anthony's she does have a story. She is a Republican. She does support Trump, but I just want her to tell her story why she went the route she went because I want you to hear this.
Headline, Starlight.
6-3. 3 people pick Whataburger.
A lot of people would pick anything because they haven't had Whataburger at all. They didn't even know Whataburger had pancakes. First of all, we didn't know Whataburger had pancakes. We ain't never tried their pancakes before we was on.
Yeah, they had pancakes.
Cracker Barrel.
And it's just because of that sweet, sweet whiteness that is inherent to Cracker Barrel.
Wait, Whataburger got pancakes?
That's what I said. See?
But see, hold on. In our defense,
We just got one.
They
building one.
building one. We haven't got
I'm gonna say Cracker Barrel.
Never have. Don't know nothing about it. Cracker Barrel, I don't eat pancakes from Cracker Barrel. I only eat a catfish.
The better pancakes, Tosh. Cracker Barrel or Whataburger.
Cracker Barrel.
And that's why you are a Gigi.
DJ Star.
First of all, this is so exciting. I have always wanted to do something like this. And let me tell you, first of all, I just want to thank you, AJ, because AJ is like the first friend that I could just talk to about politics. And we just talk. Like, even though we have like different views, we still be friends like after we talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot. Child, it just be me and my boo, y'all. It be me and my boo because nobody don't want to talk about the real issues. And I'm like all about the real issues because I'm not going to be here like, forever. And I'm raising kids and I think about other people's kids. And right now, I'm like, I don't like this. So I ended up being a Republican because, and I gotta make the story short, y'all, because I can like really, really talk. But so a guy we went to school with, his dad is on city council. I don't know if he still is. I have to look. But okay, so the city councilman, so his son went to school with us, y'all. So like he was so cool. Like he dressed like us. He wore, like nice shoes, like, one of us, like black, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so fast forward. Now we've been out of school 20 years. So like around COVID time, I don't know if his daddy was running for, I think his daddy was up for like re-election or something. So I know the guy's wife. So I seen that she was like a Republican. She shared something of the guys, and I saw he was a Republican. So I'm like, how can he be a Republican and he black? Because like when you raise, they teach you that. Like literally, I'm not trying to offend nobody that may watch AJ's show, and don't get mad at AJ. If you get mad at me. These are my views. But they basically raise you and program you to believe the Democrats are for us and they are for them. So I'm like, how can they be Republicans? And I'm like, he look like us, he act like us, like they black. So I remember I was telling my boo, and my boo was like, what? He was like, it don't have nothing to do with like your race. He was like, boo, it's economics. And I was like, well, nobody ain't never like broke that down for me. So then we started just like doing research and stuff. But then I found out my boo had voted for Trump last time, y'all. Well, he was gonna vote for Trump, but he got off, I think, late from work. So he didn't make it to the polls. Not this time, but I'm talking about the first time when he was 45. But I was like, well, you ain't even tell me that. I thought we was like a united front. But yeah, so I started doing research. And the more and more research I started doing, it started making sense. Like, I felt like I was turning into like a feminist. And my boo was like, you can't be no feminist. Like, you married.
So, sir, you have any rebuttal to anything?
Why would he rebuttal me? I ain't trying to argue with
No,
her.
it's not an argument, it's a rebuttal.
Oh.
Just like, hold on, let me say this.
Okay, say that.
This is the conversations that I want to have. So when I got somebody like a sir on here, he don't get me wrong, he feel the way he feel, but the man knows politics. And when
Yes.
you
Do
got
you mind if
and
I
when
ask
you
what you do?
I'm a speechwriter and a strategist.
Are you expensive? You look like you expensive. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
I cost a little bit. So I got a question for you before I go into my rebuttal.
well,
What
hold on
percent-
before you say that, sir. Hold on before you say
Okay.
let me finish. I want when you have a person like this who talk politics, and when you have somebody like you who who said I'm not Democrat, I'm going to the Democrats this and the Republican that. Now we can have a conversation because somebody, and I'm gonna keep saying it, somebody gonna watch this video and be like, okay, that makes sense or that don't make sense. The thing is,
Mhm.
we're trying to show people why politics matter.
Oh, yes. Clock it.
So
Okay.
when you have somebody like you who supports Trump, but you got somebody like Sir who's an independent, but he knows everything. This is where black folks are missing the ball at because I mean I ain't gonna kill my question because I got more to talk about, but that's why I'm like I'm glad both of y'all on to have this conversation. So, sir, the floor is yours.
I got a question before I go into this rebuttal. What percentage do you know what percentage of the population is trans?
It's a very, to be honest, it's a very small amount. I want to say like around 12%,
Lower,
but I could be wrong.
lower,
It's lower than that.
lower.
So why they put so much emphasis on it, sir?
Because folks like you get hyped up and y'all
But listen, I ain't hype. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
you gotta go lower. Give me throw out a couple more numbers. I give you a couple more guesses.
Okay, let me see. You say Lord, what? By 6?
Lower.
Sir, bye. I gotta do my own fact check. I ain't calling you no liar. I just like to see for myself. I was like say so. Don't take offense, sir. Do
You
we
got
got
one
a
more.
chat you can drop it in?
1%. Trans people are 1% of a country that is 300 million people.
Okay. Can
And
I go
we
back and say one thing?
yes.
I hope nobody think I'm not attacking trans people, but when I said that, I meant like the whole alphabet, like topic, like all of that stuff that fall under there. So I'm sorry, y'all, but go
They
ahead.
about 10% of the population
Okay.
of
Okay.
300 million people. Trans people
Okay.
make up 1%. The LGBT population is about 10% of the population. Trump ran literally millions of dollars in ads across the country that was basically like Harris is pro trans and not for y'all. And people ate that shit up. That's why it's a focus.
He was wrong for that though.
Most trans people, at least the ones that I know, most folks are just trying to live their lives. What we have right now are governments, the federal government and state governments, bringing their full weight on top of 1% of the population, on top literally of children. And AJ, like I said to you last time we were here, what this election was going to come down to, and this just echoed my point, is going to come down to your economic future or whether you want about a dozen trans girls to play basketball.
But I wouldn't have no issue with trans girls playing basketball.
I do. I
This is
would.
about you. This is
I
this
do.
is this is about you. This is not even about them. The election campaign was, hey, if you don't put us in power, this stuff is gonna happen. And people mortgaged away their futures to keep some girls from playing sports.
Who mortgaged away their future?
We got it.
How
Well,
how long we gonna be on here tonight? Cause
As
this
long
finna get
as
good.
as long as y'all have the want to talk, as long as sir want to talk, as long as you want to talk, we're gonna write this thing out. Now, some of this stuff, I'm just gonna be honest with you, it's a lot of editing, so I know I'm gonna cut some of this stuff out. But as long as y'all want to have a conversation, I'm with it because we need more people talking about politics. But let's go.
yeah, but that is the thing. There are people that feel so strongly about this that they would vote Trump in office. And now we are seeing things like the big beautiful bill that we got on before, where you are seeing tax cuts for billionaires, where you are seeing cuts to healthcare, where you are seeing cuts to health research. I don't know. People are gonna have to answer for themselves whether or not their disdain, their distrust for trans folks was worth all of this. I don't know if it is. It would not be for me for money to come out of my house or money to come out of my family members' houses to keep some folks from playing sports. And it ain't a lot of folks. If we're talking about even the NCAA, I think they're like a dozen. trans women athletes. That like there are not a lot of trans people, period, and there are even fewer of them that are good enough to compete in athletics.
So my thing with the whole trans thing is I do not think a male to a female should play in sports. Now,
But have
is
you
it?
seen what happened though as to why people were feeling like that? Have you seen the stories?
Yeah.
I only seen like two, but I was about to say I would be mad as
No,
hell if that
no,
was my
no.
daughter.
Listen,
It's it's
half the
it's
time,
it's it's
half the
it's,
time,
it's
new girl's not even good.
so it's three that I know of, and not dealing with the person in college. So it
Mm-hmm.
was one in Connecticut where a dude was he transitioned to a girl and competed in the track, dominated, but he was like number six when it came to boys. There was another one where I want to say California, where a dude transferred from trans to girl. He played women's basketball, but they banned him from playing, and it was a whole uproar over that. But that was it was they did the right thing. I'm gonna just say this: it was something to talk about, but I don't think it was that big a conversation. It's just a simple
It
rule.
wasn't.
Exactly. So what I'm saying in my overarching point here, because we and that shows you because there are strong opinions on this on both sides. We be on this shit all night and then not be talking about healthcare going away, or not be talking about immigrants
Hey
getting
man,
snatched out their cars, or again tax cuts.
But he covered all of that. Nobody ain't gonna talk about certain tax cuts. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people is mad at him, and it's like it's some stuff I like with him. It was some stuff that I like with the Democrats. Um, but when it came to Trump and what he was like running on, y'all, it just made sense. Like I cannot explain it. Like you would have to. I would have to go back through my videos. Like I made so many videos on this stuff, taking time, going through, looking at like numbers with people, because why? And when I say them and they, I mean like the whole government. Like all of their asses be lying. Like they be lying. They be funneling
but
money.
Anthony's.
What? Oh, I'm
And
sorry.
this,
I didn't mean to
no, you
cuss.
good, you good. No, you good, cause we passed that. Trust me. If we'd have seen Sir first video, we way past that. But
Oh, okay.
anyways, the only thing with it, I have to when people tell me about you, I say, but look at his track record. Name
What
me
is his
something
track record?
I'm asking you. Name me something in the past that he done that was good for America. Name
What
me
do you
something.
mean? First of all, he brought back the fact that you can say how you damn feel. Like that was one thing that pissed me off. I'm gonna tell y'all, no
But Anthony's,
disrespect.
no.
That's not a
How,
policy though.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What?
Like, how is that beneficial to us?
How is what beneficial to us? I'm happy that
Yeah,
he put a damn hold on food stamps. And I don't care who get mad because I used to get food stamps, so I'm not down in no damn body. What he is doing is people do not realize, dog. First of all, oh, I ain't even trying to go too deep because I don't even know what y'all believe in. But a lot of this stuff
Anthony's.
that's happening, it's gonna happen.
But
Okay.
I'm asking, what has he done in the past?
Well,
Like, if
I
you,
didn't even focus on the past. I'm focused on now.
I
I didn't
am,
follow him in the
but
past. But listen, no, that's for you to go and look at. Because if we looking at past, I don't even want to bring up past, dog. Like I wish, part of me wish I truly feel like when all of that happened, like stuff happened in my personal life, right? Like I got into it with people. I lost
no,
friends.
but
No.
Anthony,
And this ain't even about me, like
that's
with
what I'm
me as a
saying.
Republican. I'm talking about when I was a Democrat. Like you got to do your own research,
But that's what I'm
okay?
saying. But my research that I did, because I told you about Trump. It's nothing that he did in the past to show you that he's going to do anything in the present.
But listen, now I ain't gonna lie to you.
Fix your
So
camera. Fix your camera. No,
is
fix
my
your camera.
camera?
You look a little blurred. Fix your camera.
Is
So,
me moving? Okay, can you see me now?
okay, yeah, that's all I'm
Listen,
saying.
y'all. Okay, so can I tell y'all something? And I know you might put this on the video, so I don't even give a damn. I literally, and don't hate me, y'all. So I've been like looking at what is that boy name?
Corn.
Who hold no who hold don't be cute.
Okay.
Who the whole American hate? Oh, Nick Fuentes. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie to you. I got this video. I can send it to you, AJ. I was looking at it and he like basically pointed out the same thing, right? So it's like it was just like with Biden them where they'll show you one thing and then when you go and do a little further research, then you like, damn, that's how they played it.
Okay, so what did they
So
do?
basically when he came back and undid that deal that Obama them had done signed, he made it seem like not, and this is from the video, like I've just seen this video, right? So I haven't did the full research, but from the documents that Nick showed in his video, it looked legit, but I gotta go and make sure that those documents are true. But basically, when Trump undid what he did, it was like low key starting a whole nother deal with them on the low. And I'm
What deal are you
like,
talking about?
huh? Huh?
What deal are you talking about?
Hold on. I don't know the name. Hold on.
Oh Jesus!
What? I'm sorry, y'all. Why y'all getting
Nah,
mad at me?
ain't nobody getting mad. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to keep you on the point. So
Oh, on the
this point,
point,
right? Because I'm still. I'm once again. What the
you
has
want me
he?
to persuade you?
No, you ain't got to
I'm just
persuade
asking
me.
questions.
You know what? I'm finna get my husband because my boo said you was gonna be on that jump, and now I feel like that. I thought you was my man.
No,
I
I
feel like
am
y'all
with
trying
you.
to jump
I,
me. Why you want me to
how?
persuade you to like Trump?
I'm just
I
trying to
didn't
figure out
say.
the deal that you was talking about.
No, you're
Hold
not
on.
listening to what I'm saying. No.
I'm
Listen,
listening,
listen.
AJ,
No,
but I'm about to look up
listen.
the deal.
No. You can look it up. All I'm saying is, what has he? When you look at somebody like any type of president, if you want to say Biden or Trump or anybody, Bush, Obama, whatever, Trump was the 45th president, ran again in 2020, he lost. He came back and he won. All I'm saying is tell me something that he did during his first 4 years where you were like, okay, if we put him back in office, this is what we're going to look like in the future.
Shit, we got 8 months of stuff now. We ain't got to go back.
That's where I'm like, okay, you say Trump is this, you say Trump is that, but it's nothing where you can act, if you could point to something, say, you know what, that was a good
Anything.
deal. The only thing I will give credit to Trump is he's showing people when you can have power, use it. Cause
But he don't even have power. What are you talking about?
but he use it though.
He don't have power.
But he use it.
The federal office got a lot of power.
I mean, he had power, but he don't have power. Because if he had power, he would have did what he said he was going to do. The fact that he came back and did not do that showed me he don't have as much power as he said he does.
Well, what do you like though? We still I'm still searching for something that you like from this.
I don't have nothing I like. So say what you was gonna say.
I was still waiting on the deal.
Oh, okay. Listen, I'm not trying to be funny. I can't walk in chew bubblegum. And AJ know that. That's why I said, okay, I'm finna listen to AJ or you want me to look the deal up? So respectfully, I was listening to AJ. I can look it up. Hold on 1 second.
Go ahead, look
and
it up.
I can email that video too. I was trying to make sure my ring my ring thing wasn't in there.
No, you good. So, all right. So let me well, hold on. Let me do a plug. Okay. So season 9, Cal Podcast 5 anniversary. Man, we got Sirplus and Miss Anthony's Williams with them, and we talking nothing but politics.
Hey! Why do you be saying people's last name? That's super weird to me.
I mean, it's just
you did it on my last video, and I wasn't trying to be rude, but I was gonna say, but it's cool because I ain't running from the feds and that. But you be like, oh, such and such. What if I was? What if my op come on your video?
I mean, they ain't gonna try nothing. Not with your husband. Like we all know that.
All right, hello.
So, let me keep it moving. Okay, so boom. All right. What dang? I'll be honest with you. I don't even know where to go with this, but let's just get back on deportation, mass deportation around because we are seeing that let me just stop talking, sir. Just tell us about the mass deportation.
It was as advertised, essentially. So in this current budget, ICE, I want to say, I will Google this after. I believe it was 175 billion extra dollars. They're gonna build some new facilities, hire some new folks. Just last week or week before last, they actually lowered the age to like 18 to increase recruitment. So this is essentially full steam ahead. The courts have said, you have seen ICE in schools, you have seen ICE can go into churches. They out here going door to door in some neighborhoods in DC, and I'm sure in other places in the country. Out of Chicago, I know that they were posted up in vans outside of people's houses. So um, it is, for lack of a better term, and not to be hyperbolic, it's a terror campaign, essentially, government sponsored terror campaign on brown folks, and it's not gonna stop there. As we have seen in DC, it started out with the homeless, then it was, oh, we're gonna do the immigrants, and now you see videos of them hemming up black folks. Um, but yeah, a lot of money right now going towards ICE and detention and punishment, and not as much money, possibly even some cuts. I'm not sure, but certainly not as much money towards immigration judges, not as much money towards trying to fix this system. So this is all spectacle. That's exactly what this is. You saw Christy Nome go over to, I believe, El Salvador and film that little social media video
Yeah, that's just
with the men that were arrested in the background. This is spectacle. It is TV. It is for people to sit on their couches and cheer like this is a fucking football game.
now what I did also did a little bit of research. They always say blue lives matter, but there's more. It seems like it's more money going to ICE than the actual police in these cities where it's like, if you really want to get more safety, why not put more money toward the police? Why are they? Why are you going toward ICE? Now I know it's in Project 25, but is Blue Lives Matter even a thing going into this man next 3 years?
This is not about public safety. Like let us be.
But is it not, sir?
This is not about public safety, because public safety is more than just putting a bunch of cops on the street. Public safety is making sure that people have affordable homes to live in, that they are not scraping hand to mouth every month. Public safety is making sure kids have food to eat. Public safety is ensuring that schools are well funded and that kids are learning, that people have access to health care, that people have access to clean water to drink and clean air to breathe. We know what it takes for public safety because we have.
Do we know though?
Yes, because
Do
we
we
have
know?
neighborhoods.
No, we don't know.
And here's how we
Because
know
if
that. Here's how we know that. Because we have neighborhoods in this country where everybody has the shit that they need. And we have neighborhoods in this country where we got to do goddamn backpack drives every year for stuff. So we
and
have
who fault is
very
that though?
that's the fault of society. Because capitalism is a system of winners and losers. That's just how this works.
Okay, because I was gonna say now that's not fair to put that on them. Like that's on us when it come back to the neighborhoods, like that's on us. And the thing about it is because all of those people was funnel and when I say all, I mean all they asses, I think, be funneling money, to be honest. Okay. Both sides. But when you think about it, Trump wanted more power to go back to the states, right? When it go back to the states, it's kind of putting it back in the people's hand to say, hey, this is why we gotta damn vote and vote in the right people who have the right damn intentions. Like that's why I'm like, to be honest, I feel like sometimes I be feeling like, did I get swindled? Because I'm like, to be honest, okay, if you really wanted to stop immigration, that's why I was saying, like, why would y'all not push money back into the courts? Like, to get more judges. If we really care about homelessness, which I ain't gonna lie, now some of the people in my city, they are trying to do certain things, but still, I'm like, okay, we still got homeless people. Like literally, I was on the way. I had to go to court with somebody the other day, and like
Oh no,
just
they all
riding
downtown.
downtown.
Yeah, they all downtown.
Yeah, like, and it's so sad because the people that I'm seeing, like, they getting younger and younger. Like, that's the heartbreaking part. I'm like, damn, like, this is a young person. So that's what be making me say, like, when my council person be saying little stuff like, oh, they doing this, they doing that. I'm like, how much are you really doing? Because it's a lot of funding that be going And some of those things that you spoke on, sir, like that's really on us. Like that's not on them, in my opinion. Or I'll say it's like part responsibility. Hey, oh, her picture cute. Hey, girl.
Hi.
What's going on with it? You got something to say, sir?
No, not, I mean, yeah, I feel like we have enough resources in this country to end homelessness probably tomorrow. It is a lack of political will, and that is a bipartisan failure. So that is not something I'm gonna say
Agreed.
lay at the feet of this current administration or the last one or the one before that or the one before that.
Mhm.
This is bipartisan failure.
Agreed. Both sides need to get on their shit. Yeah.
Mhm. All right. Not this out. There.
The nuclear deal. Did y'all see what I put in the chat? That's the one where they was like he might have did a little. I gotta do some research on that. It's looking a little,
You
but
talking
I
about the
told you,
Iranian nuclear deal?
yeah. They
They
was
still,
like he undid something, huh?
they still got their capacity.
Listen, that's why I'm like, did we get swindled? He talk about
Speaking of overseas,
mm-hmm.
the war between Ukraine and Russia. Now this is where I literally was pissed with Joe Biden because I'm like, we sending a lot of money to the Ukraine, where some of that money we could do something here in the States, even dealing with the, like y'all say, the homeless and everything else. Like all that money, like you can literally fund a lot of stuff. But once again, I mean, it's just a lot. It was, the floor is for both of y'all. If y'all got anything to say about it.
Listen, I'm down with I am down with I'm down with isolationism if we're gonna take care of home. And there are certainly a lot of conservatives as well who are like, yeah, we are spending too much money overseas. So like if we were to take that money and invest it here, sure, there is 100% a conversation to be had about that. If we're gonna take that money and give it to the folks that's already rich, like that's just more ridiculousness to me.
Mm-hmm. Anthony?
Okay, so I'm so sorry. Like I agree with what he said, and to be honest, I don't mind helping because I understand sometimes people need help. But I think also for me, it kind of made me think. Okay, so yeah, they was sending all that money, but some of the stuff that they said they was even sending the money for, I'm like, why did that not raise a red flag to nobody? Like, who keeping up with the books?
Well, that just, when you see, to me, that's just one of the things. I'm like, we keep sending this money, and I'll be like, hey, y'all remember that time when Yang, what's his name, Yang or Wayne?
Andrew
Uh,
Yang.
Andrew Yang, when he was talking
Mm-hmm.
about $1,400 checks, and everybody was like, well, where we gonna get this money from?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, do you not see the money that they sending overseas? Like, we can, like, to me, I think that this is what I thought Trump was going to run on about giving $1,400 checks. We ain't going to go down that road. But I was like, if he ran on that, I know, like, I really thought he was going to run on giving that money. So when you say, like, who's keeping up with the money, I'm like, we know this country got money. Like, they had a 4-year, $100, 400-year head start.
Well, he didn't. And so let me tell you how I think he was getting some people, which, y'all, when I tell y'all, like, I hope I don't get you in trouble for this. Like, if you feel I'm
Anthony,
get you in
stop saying
trouble,
that. No, Anthony, stop saying that. We are
I was
a
about to
open.
say
No, as
pardon.
we are a open podcast. This is a conversation. We're trying to have a discussion. So stop saying we're gonna
Okay.
get in trouble. Trust me.
Okay.
If
Because you two
hold
be
on,
wilding when you
no,
talk
no, no, no.
about.
Let me say this. If we had, once again, I'm gonna go back to Sir first episode. The stuff we was talking about, we passed trying to protect
Okay.
us.
Okay. Like, I'm just be honest. All of this stuff is like really weird because he I don't know what it is. It's like now, the more and more I look, we be getting swindled, y'all. We definitely got more money when they initially was talking. Remember when Elon or Luke's behind was in the so this is my thing. This is why I said, okay, they got that man up out of there. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't know if y'all know who Andy Frisella is. He is like the originator of 75 Hard. That program that everybody done like remix and now it's supposed to be 75 South or something. Okay, so Andy Frisella had this show called Real Talk. So he have like different people on there and it be like people now that I'm starting to see like in the algorithm, but before I didn't really see them. So believe it or not, Vivid was on Andy Frisella podcast like a few years ago, like during COVID or whatever. And what Vivid was running on, because remember, Vivid was running for president too. What Vivid was running on, it sounded good, right? So Vivid was running on the whole Doge thing, but it wasn't called Doge, but it was the concept. So, okay, boom, Vivid dropped out. Then remember, Vivid joined with him and was like, okay, we finna solve the money problems, blah, blah, blah. They took what he was doing and used it to like cut jobs and like cut all of this other stuff. Y'all, they acting like we don't got no money. We very much got money. They remember at one time, well, I don't know if the stations and stuff y'all watch was talking about it, but I think they got some people because they were talking about giving like some type of rebate checks or something, like from the money that those recovered. Now, mind you, now that's why I say people have to pay attention. People will tell you whatever they want to tell you, just like everybody be talking about, oh, reparations, reparations. Reparations never come. They talked about them checks never came. Like, they just be saying whatever I think to get people. But they definitely got the money. Like, they got the money, y'all.
Okay. So now, as I wrap this up, because it's getting close. I know it's a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you, sir and Anthony. It's a lot of stuff that I ain't even touch. But I'm gonna ask this question as we wrap this up. Like, we only been 8 months. How I'm gonna go to you first, Anthony, and I'm gonna come to you last, sir. How do you think the year gonna end?
To be honest, I don't even know, AJ. Like, I take it day by day, and I want to make my answer long so we can get through all your stuff. What you want to say, like 1 minute, 2 minutes? I take it day by day. I'm gonna be honest with you. When they got in office and they didn't do, when they was like drilling the nail on certain things that now nobody don't even speak on, and if you bring it up, now they got a problem. How I thought the year was gonna go, I don't know if it's gonna go like that. I'm just going day by day, just day by day.
Sir?
Oh, I gotta echo that. I think, yeah, as far as federally goes, I think it's a roller coaster every day. It's something new. I believe if things hold in, I believe if things hold in New York, and this mayoral election goes and Zoran Mamdani is elected,
Golly, I forgot about that.
I think folks on the left are going to end the year on a very high note. Going into like the 2026 cycle, I think that folks kind of left the center. These more establishment Democrats it's going to be a circular firing squad, which it'll be made the best person win. But yeah, but I think progressives in the left are going to end the year on a very high note. And I can do nothing but light a candle in terms of politics.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's a lot of stuff. Like we didn't even get to Gavin Newsom, Jasmine Crockett. We didn't even get to the gerrymandering in Texas. Even damn, what's my shit? What's the people in
Oh,
no, they were trying to do I think it was I don't know if it's Mississippi, Missouri. They was trying to do the gerrymandering the redistricts.
That was
in Texas,
in Wisconsin.
they're doing this somewhere
No,
else in California.
well, California ain't gonna do it because of Texas, but it's somewhere else, and they was like, "Nah, we good. We're gonna stick to the Constitution." I just don't know the state, but
It
it's a red state.
It's a red state.
It was Wisconsin.
Oh,
So what
Wisconsin.
happened in Wisconsin was the Republicans tried to introduce some new maps. There was a Supreme Court election that basically determined control of the court. The Democratic candidate won that, and the redistricting maps were struck down. That happened in June, I believe it was. Just like June.
Season 9, Cal Podcast, 5 years. So we got our Cal politician, analyst, sir, with us. Sir, I'm just going to tell you right now, be on standby, my boy.
For sure. I'm always around.
Be on standby, my boy, because this is just 2025. We got 26, we got 27, and we got 28. And then by the time we get there, we got to figure out who's gonna be the candidate because we already know. Let me take that back. We don't know. He might find a way to get a third term.
Are we gonna?
No, you know what? If he do, I ain't gonna be with that junk because then on that note, they're gonna be on some slick junk, and I'm all for right is right, wrong is wrong. If you want everybody else to follow the rules, then you need to follow the rules too.
Okay.
So if he get a third term, I'm gonna make sure his ass don't get a third term. Watch what I say.
All right. So we're gonna end it with our Cal Podcast questions. Now the first three, both of y'all didn't answer, and sir, you didn't answer a lot of it, but we're just gonna keep it moving, and I'm gonna just get to because these questions are different because these are our 5-year anniversary questions. So the first three y'all already answered. So let's get to number 4: brown or white liquor.
Oh, I'm a tequila person, so
I'm gonna say light skin.
Yeah.
Come on, Anthony.
Oh, I was the answer.
Yeah.
I used to be brown, but as of the 20th, I stopped drinking. I call myself stop drinking. It's like a personal thing, but I used to drink brown.
Gotcha.
I know it's only been a day. They like, girl, it's only been a day. But if I go back, it'll be brown.
Everybody got a day one.
Hey. All right, 5 years ago, it was 2020. What was you looking forward to?
The end of the pandemic.
Oh.
Anthony's?
Child, so ready for it to be over. When I tell you I was so broke, them people cut my check because I didn't want to get that jab.
5 years from now, what are you looking forward to?
Making more money.
5 years from now, I do not plan to be on nobody's clock but mine. Lord is with me.
All right. Now, this question is both of y'all have not answered because this was way back. We had to go back to season 3 to get this question. All right, you can pick one out of 3. You're going to pick one out of 3. Drunk sex, high sex, or sober sex?
Yes. High sex.
I was about to say, can I transfer both for the first two?
No, you got to pick one out of 3.
I'm gonna say high because that's what I'm gonna be now.
All right. If you was president for the day, what would be the first thing you do?
Oh.
If you was president for the day, like you got sworn in, you said your oath, I solemnly swear. What is the first thing you do?
Dang, that's a good question. Dang, I'm probably going, I don't know, just walk through the White House. Shoot, I want to see all this stuff and go in them secret chambers and see where these backdoor deals getting done.
Sir?
I only got a day.
Right?
I'm probably pardoning a bunch of black political prisoners, Loki.
Okay.
Yes, please. Thank you, sir.
All right. Cash money or no limit?
Oh.
These are old. These are old questions. These are old.
No limit.
I'm going no limit.
The hell?
All right. Now this question, you have an open tab. You can go whenever you want. What is one restaurant that you would go to where you can? It's whatever. You have an open tab for the rest of your life. What is that one restaurant?
Safe Harbor.
Probably Roost Chris.
Okay. Now this question is for you, sir. Now this question is only going to be asked. Well, it's not really a question, but you did go. If you could break down hedonism in 1 minute, how would you break it down?
Hedo is a place where you could be wild or as mild as you want to be. If you want to read a book on the beach, you could do that. If you want to ride a face, you could do that. If you want to read a book while riding the face, you could do that too.
Where is this?
Listen, I'm like, what? I don't even know what that place is, huh?
Where do I need to visit?
Hedonism. You need to follow their Instagram page. They do have an Instagram page.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put it now. Anthony, this question for you. Now, both of these questions are only going to be asked tonight. Nobody else will ever get these questions. Anthony, in 1 minute, why should somebody be a Trump follower?
I'm gonna tell you, you got to figure out for yourself. I cannot answer that because right now I am at a place to where I am uncovering more and more information. And before I like steer anybody else, I just want to tell people like, just go do your own research. Like, just go do your own research. I'm not telling nobody to follow nobody because if stuff go the way that it's looking like it's about to go, like I don't want nobody coming back talking about it was my fault. Like I'm gonna have to answer for my own choices. But right now, I can't tell nobody why they should follow him. I'm trying to figure out why, like the reasons why I thought I was following him. Like, bro, you ain't doing nothing. I need you to like be in there uncovering this stuff. Like a lot of the things and the problems that we have, y'all, it's because nobody ain't speaking to the point of y'all, everybody talk about the economy, like the economy could be better. We do need more money. We do realize that. But unfortunately, if we don't like make them like make the changes, they ain't gonna make the changes. So I'm trying to figure out, okay, I done voted him in. Like, well, everybody voted him in. And right now,
Not everybody. Not everybody.
I mean,
Not
no, not
everybody.
everybody, sorry.
Not everybody.
Me
Not
and
everybody.
everybody else,
Not talking
sorry.
to everybody.
Yeah, not
Sorry.
everybody.
You Negroes voted in me.
I voted for the black
Okay,
lady.
yes. And I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take
Nope.
that. I'm okay with that. I don't feel no type of way. But yeah, but what I can tell you is if I find out that everything ain't everything, just as hard as I roll to help him get in, I will ride and help make shit right. I promise you that. Like, I promise you that.
So you feel like everything is right now?
Do I feel like everything is right now? No.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I don't. No.
And
So
then
that's the issue that I have. Like, yeah, no,
Do
I
you feel
don't.
like you was hoodwinked?
I'm gonna be honest. That's what I was saying, girl. A little bit, yeah. I do feel like that. That's what I was saying. That's why I'm like, that's what's making me so mad.
Shirt.
I put this on because I'm a person of my word, and I told AJ I was wearing my shirt.
Okay, so
So yeah,
I'm gonna say
what?
this seemed like clickbait a little bit.
Who me?
Yeah. Okay, next question.
if you had to tell people to vote, which one would you tell them vote in the local primaries or the presidential?
Local
Local,
primary.
because that's your everyday life. Like that's affecting your everyday life. Like I say, local.
All right. And then the last question, which I don't, I forgot Sir in DC, but I still got to ask it.
Okay.
Who has the better pancakes, Cracker Barrel or Whataburger?
I'm gonna go Cracker Barrel off the strength. Man. I love
Thank you.
But he ain't never been to Whataburger, so we're still Cracker Barrel, Anthony.
First of all, people that's been to Whataburger don't even know that Whataburger sell pancakes.
I've been to Whataburger before. I had no idea. I was years old.
Exactly. Point proven. Sugar, you ain't answer the phone. What's your name? I mean,
Anthony's. I'm gonna go with Cracker Barrel only because I've never eaten at Whataburger and I've taken my kids there, but I didn't know they even sold breakfast. To be honest,
it's completely fine. I'm not even gonna lie to you. The pancakes at Whataburger are delicious. They are.
They are.
But we will take Cracker Barrel over Whataburger.
Okay.
Not we. Two people would take Cracker Barrel.
2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. Sir Anthony's, I really appreciate y'all both getting on doing this. Sir, this is like your third time on here. Yeah. Third time, and like literally, my brother, I'm gonna keep saying it. You are a blessing in disguise because I've been looking for somebody to have these discussions with, but I just didn't know who would have the boldness to get on camera and talk about politics, where at the end of the day, politics matters. Like all this stuff is going on, all could be simplified if people vote or not vote. So I really do appreciate it. And Anthony's, I am looking forward to your political road that you're getting on. And even if you don't know, sir, I'm finna start a podcast with her. The name of the podcast is gonna be Politics Matter, and we're gonna be working right here in Jacksonville because right now, like she didn't know. I know who my city councilman is. I'm in District 9. My city councilman is Jabbar Gaffney Jr. What is I forgot what yours is, Anthony's.
Jacoby Pittman, District 10.
Like so, and when she told me she was into this, I was like, we literally, like she said before, we had a discussion. Like we were just talking for hours about politics. Might not agree with the shirt she got on, but at the end of the day, that's my dog, and we're gonna ride this thing out. So to
Child, you
both of
know we
y'all,
right.
I do appreciate y'all getting on, helping us celebrate our 5-year anniversary.
Happy
Is it
anniversary, y'all.
is there anything
Absolutely.
y'all want to say before we get off?
Happy anniversary, and I appreciate
Yeah.
allowing me to play a small part in the history of this pod.
Anthony's?
Okay, so now I feel like how long? First of all, I thought you said we was going all night. How long y'all about to get off? I want to go change my shirt. I did not know this was like your 5-year party. Like, why you ain't tell me that? I got this on your 5-year party.
I told you that.
I'm so sorry, y'all. No disrespect, but yes, happy anniversary, AJ. I'm so proud of you. Like you always been like just so you, like for real, dog. I'm
Now,
proud
now,
of
now,
you.
hold on, hold on,
Like,
hold on. Hold on. I don't mean to cut you off because really it's two AJ. So be specific which AJ you talking to,
oh, who else named AJ?
sir. I just found that out tonight. It's no, I don't know this dude for about 2 years. Never knew that.
How old are you, sir? You know what? Don't answer that.
Save it
We'll
for
wait
the
till
after
the after
party.
party.
Save it for the after party.
We're
Y'all be
gonna
having after parties?
Yeah,
keep
that's
your,
where
keep your ugly ass shirt on inside.
say because we talk about policies, but when we get off, you can ask
No, I'm
sir
taking
questions.
this off.
No. Leave it on. Leave it on.
So, like
And then
first
it
of
say
all,
he won. Okay.
yeah, I mean he did. But anyways, Sir
you.
Anthony, thank y'all so much for getting on. Perk and Zorro can't make it, but we got Quita. Like I always say, we're gonna get better and do better. And y'all have a good night. Don't go nowhere though.
All right.
Headline, Starlight.
G14 classified. That's good.
DJ Star.